Hello everybody, how y'all doing? I hope you're doing well. I know I haven't done any videos for a couple of days. Not much really to talk about. But I thought I would come up here and do a video. I talk about what I'm going through mentally. Yeah. Definitely feeling better. A lot got cleared out of my head yesterday finally. Helped get back on organic diet a little bit, at least temporarily, and also made some chocolate cookies with cacao powder. That really helped clear me up. But and today I've been feeling a lot better. I started filling out a job application, and then it dawned on me, oh shoot, I need to run down to the store before it gets dark so I don't get twisted around. I'm still trying to get my bearings here and everything. For those of you who don't know, I'm basically just outside Minneapolis. I know I keep putting down Minneapolis, but it's basically just outside of it. I just don't want to give out the location, basically. Try and protect privacy of my friends and everything. So, and I'm up here because I haven't been getting the medical care that I need. They're in Vegas, and I got accepted into the Mayo Clinic up here. But in order for me to be seen by them, I either had to pay out of pocket, which was a $5,000 deposit, which of course I didn't have, or come up here, relocate, and get on their health system. So that's what I've been working on, process of trying to do. But it's been a bit slow because I got really down there towards the end. So I've been recuperating quite a bit. It has been cold. There's snow on the ground, but actually it warmed up this past weekend. Got up into the 40s, and a lot of the snow is melting now too. So, Land of 1,000 Lakes is turning into 2,000 lakes with all of the snow melting, basically. So, but no, I remembered I needed to run down to the store and pick up some things. It's walking distance, not too bad. And I hadn't been there before, but I realized where it was when we first drove in and so forth in relation to the house last night when I walked over here to the Mexican restaurant. Not too bad for a bunch of white girls. It's actually not bad. It really is good. I'd recommend them. But yeah, I went to Dollar Tree and seen some things I haven't seen in quite a while. But really threw me for a loop was going into the grocery store there. I mean, there were some things that I had seen at Walmart that kind of threw me for a loop. That I hadn't seen since I lived in Virginia. That was 20 years ago. But walking into that store and looking around at things, this is one of the local grocery stores. On the one hand, it's a brand that is back west as far as the store brand stuff is concerned. So I know there's an affiliation there somewhere, even though I did look it up and see that it's not on their list of stores that they have acquired, but they do sell their brand. But what really threw me for a loop was seeing things that seeing things I haven't seen since I was a kid when I lived in Michigan. Especially this one flavor of ice cream. It's called Blue Moon ice cream. It's basically it's dyed blue, and it's almond flavor. Say hi. She just had to show her ass. That really threw me for a loop because I remember as a kid, I lived in basically a village, small resort town in Michigan, and not very many people, maybe a couple thousand people lived there, but the population exploded during the summer months. Everybody would come up from Chicago, basically, and take the boats out and on the river and so forth. So yeah, and anyway, there was an ice cream shop that was located in what we referred to as the old drugstore, and of course it was only open during the summer months. I know, my hair is kind of irritating. And they would always make sure they stocked these 2 flavors of ice cream, just for me, basically. One of them was bubblegum. It was basically ice cream dyed pink. It was like a darker shade of pink, like a magenta or something. And it had little bits of bubblegum in it, really, really small size pieces of chiclets, basically. And I think the ice cream itself was kind of bubblegum flavor, only, that minty flavor like chiclets. Then they also stocked the Blue Moon. And when I saw that ice cream, and it's a Wisconsin brand, I don't remember the name of it, I floored. I mean, completely floored. I had already been flooring because of some of the brands that I was seeing, like the Old Dutch brand with the potato chips. I haven't seen that since I left Michigan. But yeah, I almost bought a carton of it. I'll admit it, but it's $8.99. I'm like, yeah, I don't think I can afford that. I did see this cheese spread that I was like, I think that might be the same one that my grandmother used to send. But it's been 40 years. She used to send it to us all the time, and she knew how much I loved that cheese. Is the sharp cheddar. My dad always liked the bacon cheddar, and I did see that there. Same brand, but I don't remember the name of it. And of course, 40 years, I'm sure they changed their label and everything. So I did buy that, and it tastes the same, I think, but, your taste buds change over the years too, so I'm fairly certain it's the same, but either way, it's good. Nothing like Wisconsin cheese. California's got nothing on Wisconsin cheese. But no, it wasn't just that, but also seeing some brands, some items that I haven't seen since I was a kid. Like some candies, like cherry sour bites, the licorice bites, basically bridge mixes, and actually seeing bridge mix candies I haven't seen since I was a kid. Just so many things, some brands that had, like this one brand I haven't seen since we shopped at our local grocery store in Michigan, at the neighboring small town. Heck, I was half expecting to see Spartan brand. I haven't seen that in ages, and I don't even know if that's even still around or not. But no, it hits me every once in a while how close I am to the Wisconsin state line. Instead of being so close to the California state line, now I'm close to the Wisconsin state line. Not too far, really. I think we averaged it. We're basically about an hour from Eau Claire, and that's a town I haven't heard of since I was a kid. which means we're only about, I think, like 2-3 hours from where my grandmother lived and passed away and is buried. I keep forgetting, I'm realizing more and more, really, to tell you the truth, of course, I'm really close to where I was born, where my father's family is. It's hitting me. And the part that's hitting me is realizing I feel like I'm right back where I started with life. And at least out there, I felt like I was moving forward. And now I feel like I'm right back where I started. It's kind of depressing. Even brought out my grandfather's stuff to show my friend's husband, because he was in the Army. He was very appreciative that he felt very honored that I brought it out to show it to him. But a lot of that hit me, is that, especially with the fact that I lost the storage unit, I lost his jacket, his Army coat. It dawned on me his Army pictures, that no matter what, I've kept his cap and his medals and ribbons. I felt him talking to me when I brought it out, telling me it's okay, I get it. I've been basically fighting a war myself, and it's part of what happens in war is you lose things. At least I still have this one. She's laying right here next to me, getting her tummy rubbed. And I have to remind myself that why I'm here. I lost a lot. I sold off everything. In case you're just joining and have no idea what in the world I'm talking about or anything. I pretty much sold everything. Some things are going to be sent to me, but it's mostly things that I know I couldn't, like paperwork, tax forms, taxes. Of course, I got to hold on to those. Those I have to send off for yet. Basically, all I have left to me, I had to leave my mom and babies behind. Not this baby, but babies of the past that I had cremated. They're all back. They're still waiting for me to send for them. My yoga mat is back there, and most of my tarot and oracle cards are back there. I just have one deck of oracle cards, basically my original, the Spirit of the Animals oracle deck, and my original tarot deck. That's all I got with me. My native art is with me. I tried finding a good home for them, but I really didn't want to give it up, any of it. So I have all that with me. Basically, all I have left to me now are 2 suitcases. But I'm reminding myself, even though it kind of hit me hard tonight with everything. And it also occurred to me it was somebody's birthday today. Someone very important. I didn't realize what the date was. Which also reminded me that it's the anniversary of my mom's passing in a couple days. And the friend I'm staying with, we've known each other since junior high. And she brought out our old high school yearbooks, which I had lost in storage. Just everything combined really just hit me really hard. And I was laying up here, and Possum and I were cuddled up together and everything, and I had to remind myself that, well, first remind myself why I'm here. It's to get medical help that I couldn't get back there, and I never was going to. And that is really how I'm moving forward. Yeah, in some ways I feel like I have come full circle with my life. And I was feeling like I was moving backwards instead of moving forwards, which is depressing. But I had to remind myself I am still moving forward. I'm in a place I've never been to before. But more importantly, I'm moving forward by taking those steps that I need to take to get the help that I need. I don't know if I'll stay here or not. I mean, it's only been a week. I really have no idea what I'm doing. I haven't given up my driver's license yet. We haven't made it there yet. But there's been, some other things that have been happening. And I also, throughout everything, I thought of a friend. Someone I haven't talked to in a while. We both kind of, even though we haven't talked, we went through very similar things at pretty much the same time. Both of our situations happened pretty much at the same time. I thought about reaching out to him. I'll admit that's one of the reasons why I'm recording this video. I'm thinking I'll post and send him the link. It's been a whirlwind, to say the least. And it's been a lot of whiplash. But I've also seen how much I have grown throughout all of this, throughout everything. And I knew coming out here was going to be a risk. I don't know how much it still is going to be a risk. But I was willing to take that chance, too. Just so that way maybe I could feel better. But we'll see what happens. I'm still waiting to hear back from the social worker. She said she would get in contact with me early part of this week. Figure if I don't hear from her tomorrow, then I'll try reaching out to her on Wednesday. Probably maybe not a good day, considering what that anniversary is. It's an anniversary of my mom's passing. It has been a bit of a whirlwind, to say the least, throughout all this. I had a bowel attack Saturday night, so they got to see that firsthand. But at least they're seeing what I've been having to be dealing with, and I've had to deal with it on my own, with no medical help, all these years. And no one really caring either, except me. And of course my babies. But I've survived. And that's what I do. I know I'm a survivor. And in many ways, there's a lot of benefits with living here. It's definitely a liberal state. A lot of help. We'll see what they come up with. And wages are definitely higher here. That's why I don't mind going for that job at Walmart. It's about the same with what I was making doing the deliveries. Only I don't have to deal with overhead of car issues. And benefits of some privately owned craft stores. I find out Joann Fabrics is now going to be closing all their locations nationwide. That's not good. It's like, wow. They weren't able to find a buyer, basically. Who knows, they might get as lucky as Big Lots did. Oops, there she is again. She's a little stinker girl. But I still have her. We still have each other. And for those of you who don't know, she did very well on the plane. Yeah, her very first airplane ride. She did very well. But yeah, we still have each other. And we'll continue to have each other. And I have a feeling in some ways I'm going to be able to start living the life that I've wanted to. More of that country living. Yes, I had to give up my hats. That's okay. I can get new ones. But yeah. I think, I'll be able to live that country living that I wanted to. Making my quilts and storing things in canning jars and so forth. And with living here, get a car, or at least maybe rent one. I can go and see Walnut Grove. Yeah, visit those places that I read about and watched on the TV show. Yeah. It'd be kind of nice to be able to see those things. And I guess we're only about 8 hours from Chicago. That'd be kind of interesting. Maybe see some of those stomping grounds that my mom used to talk about all the time. Maybe I can get a hold of her birth certificate and see where she was born. Maybe I can find out where my Uncle Johnny, he died when he was 4 years old. Maybe I can find out where he's buried, and maybe I can pay my respects. I think my grandfather is buried in Chicago. I'm not too sure. It'd be kind of nice. Pay my respects there. My other grandfather. Never got to go to the funeral. Maybe I can go there. I don't know. I know. There's just... I need to focus on right now. I think about things like that too. Or I have thought about things like that. So, but yeah. I just have to remind myself that even though in some ways I've come full circle in my life, from the time I was conceived, 51 years ago, 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Valentine's Day. Forgot all about that. Same point. Here she is. Same point. I'm also moving forward. So. Yeah. And I think I will reach out to my old friend. you know who you are. And I'm going to send you the link. I hope you watch this. Alright? I think it would be a good idea. Alright. I love you guys. I know it's nighttime. It's about 9:30, almost 10 o'clock. Hold on. Yeah, almost 10 o'clock here, Central Time. But anyway, I love you guys. Talk to y'all soon.